guys, Steve Davis here, Stillwater Woodcraft. Today I thought we'd get to making some ammunition for the smoothbore flintlock. I picked up something new, new to me, at the School of the Longhunter this year. I did a little bit of trading with a guy named Dennis Havner that owns Mill Creek Trading and Canvas Company. Okay, he makes soapstone ball molds. Okay, he makes anything from 29 caliber like to 76, I believe. This one is a 3-cavity 29 caliber ball mold. So we're making buckshot that's a little smaller than like double aught buck. I'm not sure exactly what aught it would be called, but it's 29 caliber. Like I said, this can make 3 at a time. So we're going to get around here. I'll show you a little bit closer view of this soapstone mold, and then we'll pour some ammunition with it. Alright, let's take a quick look at just, what I have for making my own ammunition for my smoothbore. I have my ball mold, okay, that'll make 60 caliber balls. I have my lead melting ladle, and you just sock it in, stick it on a stick, nothing fantastic there. I also have a spoon that has a hole in it. Okay, this is for making some swan shot, and we'll get to that in a different video. And then some bar lead that I've already cut down into chunks that'll fit in the ladle. Okay, now this lead was often bought in 1 or 2 pound bars and then melted down and made into ammunition to fit your specific gun. This is the soapstone ball mold, or buckshot mold in this case. Like I said, these Dennis makes these in all the popular calibers, from, like I said, 29 to 76, I believe. This comes apart, it's in 2 halves. You can see on this one it's got holes in it on each side, and this side's got holes with some pins to index it when you push it together. If you look at this mold, it has 3 cavities in it, and those are cut in there with a burr, and then the pieces are made so they fit together perfectly, and then pins. And I found that to make sure it stays together tight while you're pouring it, I just made this little brain tan wang, just to go around it. Brain tan works really good for something like this because it's got some elasticity and it'll hold that together. So that is all there is to a soapstone mold, basically. Pretty cool. Alright, let's melt some lead. Alright, while our lead's getting melted here, I have the mold just set up here somewhere where it's easy to work. Now with this small mold, I've noticed you got to be pretty careful when you pour this, because it doesn't take much lead at all to fill this, and you'll get a big sprue out here on the top. And since I'm doing this on video, I'm sure that's what's going to happen. We'll get that lead melted down. I'll show you another soapstone piece I picked up. This is a soapstone keel pipe. Has the keel down here on the bottom with a little hole in it for a wang to hold the stem and the pipe together so they don't come apart and you lose one or the other. But this is just carved out of the same kind of stone that ball mold's made out of. It's one of the really cool things about soapstones. It can be made into all kinds of things relatively easy. This pipe was actually carved by Isaac Walters, who does some fantastic work on all kinds of different projects, but I just thought that was pretty cool. We'll get our lead melting here and we'll give this mold a go. Alright, we got some lead melted down. I'm going to go ahead and pour this mold. Now on my steel mold, I usually set this on a coal or in the melted lead to heat the mold up. But with this small mold, I've noticed you really don't need to do that. So we're going to go ahead and give it a pour here. Yeah, like I said, big sprue on there. Just pop this apart. You can see it poured all three. Now with a steel ball mold, you know, you got a sprue cutter on some of them, but with this soapstone mold you obviously don't. So if you got your ball mold, you know, you just use that, or you cut them off with a knife. It's no problem. But there we go. We'll let them cool down, and then we'll trim them up, and we'll you know, have some for shotgun ammunition, and then we can also make some fishing weights out of this. Alright, we poured enough to get a load for our shotgun here in real time while not trying to video. That only took about a minute to make that many of them. I wanted to show you guys, when you got a steady hand and pour these, they should come out like that. Then you can just take your sprue cutter on your ball mold, just trim that off, throw your sprue back in your lead ladle, and you got a nice 29 caliber buckshot or fishing sinker. And the way you can make these into a fishing sinker is you just take that piece, kind of be careful of your fingers here, and this lead's so soft you can just take a knife and press down through it easily here. You don't go too crazy and cut it right in half. And you put a split in it, and it's a split shot sinker for your fishing kit. So the buckshot mold here becomes a multi-purpose piece of kit. Buckshot for the fowler, and then fishing weights for the fishing. So let me get these trimmed up and we'll give some a shot here. Alright, we got the 62 caliber fowler loaded up here with 9 pieces of our buckshot that we just made. We got a storm rolling in here, so we're going to get to it. I just threw an old chunk of board against this tree back here. We're going to step back 15-20 yards to give it a blast. Alright, now let's see how we did here. I was aiming center. You see I got a little high and to the left. I might have pulled that shot a little bit. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in a pretty tight group there. You see the damage it did just to a piece of OSB. So that buckshot tells me that if I was doing my job, would have been a pretty tight pattern on a game animal or whatever we're shooting at. And 29 caliber buckshot's going to be pretty devastating. So I'm pretty pleased with this stuff. I'm going to have to do a little more shooting, I guess, to get it figured out, proper loading and everything for it. If any of you guys are interested in a soapstone mold, don't hesitate to give Dennis a call. I'll put his information at the end of this video because I'm sure some people are going to ask for it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Steve Davis, Stillwater Woodcraft. Thank you for your views, your support, your comments. We'll see you on the next one.